back on the PCT. I guess I'm just tired. I don't know how to describe it. I want to say I'm having one of those days or one of those moods, but just slow goings in the morning. It's 7:40 now. Just really spending a lot of time thinking about what I want to do, trying to get going, not really getting going, looking at my phone, wasting time, trying to figure out the plan. So I have 25 miles to get to the road to access to hitch into Bernie or try to organize a ride. And I mean, that's doable today, but I think it's too late for me to try to get a ride and to show up at the church. So there is a ranch 24 miles from here with access from the trail, the Bernie Mountain Guest Ranch, and people have a lot of good things to say about it. I'd get there a half hour earlier, and that might be a more appropriate place to show up a little later. It's like $25 a camp, laundry and shower. So pretty sure you can do laundry and shower at the church, and that's donation based. I planned on leaving probably about a $20 donation for every night I stayed. And then sometimes I leave more if they wow me. They're gonna give you a free espresso. That would wow me. But we'll see what happens today. I'll get really close. I might just sleep on the trail. I have enough food and save the money. But people are saying nice things about this Bernie Mountain Guest Ranch, so maybe I'll want to see it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what we can do today as far as hiking goes. Yesterday, I was tired and I took a lot of breaks and I spent a lot of time talking to people. So, you know, you can't hike 25, 30 miles doing that. You just get a beautiful view of this room for a couple of days. I guess one day if you're really fast. I've been looking at that today, and I don't know what it is. A condo, townhouse community, somebody's property. Looks cool though, all white. Got some nice water down there. Just a beautiful walk around the rim. Okay, so here's a water cache. And thank you to the gentleman who runs this water cache and maintains the trail down to Lost Creek. I should have stopped and talked to him. I'm not sure, but I might have seen him in a white pickup truck as I was coming out of the trailhead parking lot. He was sitting there. There was a couple of jugs of water on a bench, and he said 5 miles to Lost Creek. So whoever he was in touch with the water situation. So I have more than 3 liters, I would say 3.5 liters, 13 miles till the next water source. And we are back on the PCT. I don't know, it's gotta be just me and the mood that I've been in for the last few days, but today feels a lot like yesterday. Don't really have a set plan. 25 miles from where I camped to the road to get into Bernie. I just don't think I'm gonna get there early enough to really do much today. I don't like going into towns that late. Now there is the ranch, I've already mentioned it. If I get there early enough, I haven't even reached out to them. Maybe I'll call them and say, hey, is it too late to get there at 7? What time's dinner type of thing? What time's the store open type of thing? Maybe it's worth going there just to get a beer out of the store. I think they have beer. Just to celebrate getting to town. Just a funny day. I feel aimless. And yesterday, I think that's what I needed. You know, I didn't wannabe nose to the grindstone, this is what I gotta do. Kind of a cool gate, using the rocks. How do I? Well, this is too tricky for me. Oh, you don't have to worry about locking it or unlocking it. You just have to worry about it hitting you in the butt on the way through. One, two, 1,398, 1,399, 1,400. Okay, so right there, that's pretty cool. That's like a really deep red, maroon, magenta, whatever you want to say, dirt. Now there was another one over here that I couldn't quite zoom in on earlier. You can see it now. So it's right at the top, and it's like a little red triangle peak, and that looks really cool just because of where it is at the top of that little hill. We'll call it a hill, but that's an even deeper color red over there, so that's interesting. This is low-key one of the more scenic areas I've seen in a while, and I'm trying to taper it. I figured it out. I just came out of the burn scar areas, so I'd been there for quite a few days. But this is just a beautiful view down into the valley, I suppose, from up on this rim. And I don't know, I know coming out of South Lake Tahoe to Echo Lakes, Lake Aloha area was beautiful. And Donner Pass, I remember walking into there thinking that was beautiful. But somewhere after I left Donner Pass, going into Sierra City, going into Bucks Lake to Chester, I just was putting my head down and hiking in the burn scars, and man, yesterday and today, these views are just stunning. Lassen Peak, Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta hides over there near the clouds. As beautiful as this section can be, and it can be exposed to the heat, what really gets to me is sometimes these little volcanic rocks are like walking on marbles and Legos, just thrown all over the trail. What the heck is that? It's like what you would catch and release something in, and it's big enough to fit a bear or a mountain lion. I was supposed to walk across this. Is there something in there sleeping? Nice little lunch spot. There's a creek right over there, sitting under this tree in the shade. And this water pipe is the closest thing you're going to get to air conditioning on any trail I've been on. So I'm almost afraid when I get up off of it, my muscles are going to be sore because they cool down too much. But just leaning up against it, sitting in the shade with a cool breeze, it's a great way to drop your body temperature. It has been a while since I've been faked out, and they're always doing the same thing, lying across the trail with their rattlesnake markings, but their skinny little heads
and their beady little black eyes tell me they're not poisonous, but not until after I have a heart attack. Get off the trail. Once you go by the lakes and the hatchery and all that, it's a pretty steady climb. So I think I've talked myself into going to the Bernie Mountain Guest Ranch. It is between 5:15 and 5:30, so I can get here really early. I think I can get to the road to hitch into Bernie between 6:15 and 6:30. It's just a couple miles from here, 1.9. But then I'm hitching, and it's supposed to be an easy road to hitch from and all that. But, you know, I don't want to get to the church too late, so the instructions are just you go to the multi-use building. I feel like I'm supposed to go under the power lines. The instructions are you go to the multi-use building at the church if no one's in the office, and you just call the numbers at the door. You know, if I'm showing up at 7, there's still 2 hours left of daylight, and I don't think that that's too late for hikers to show up at places, but I don't really want to show up at the church like that, so I might just go to the church tomorrow. I feel like I just go this way. I gotta look at far out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go here tonight, spend 25 bucks. I can do laundry and shower. They have good Wi-Fi. I can charge my batteries. They have dinner that's supposed to be good. I'm not gonna lie, part of the influence of me deciding to come to the Bernie Mountain Guest Ranch is you can get a beer here. They have Wi-Fi, electricity, showers, laundry, like I said, all you can eat, dinner and breakfast. So, and everybody has really good things to say about the vibes at the guest ranch and the vibes at the church. So, sounds like you can't go wrong. And there is another nest. Pierce is here. This looks like the place I should have had my shoes shipped here. Or I could have had my shoes shipped here. So this is the area where you get to choose your tent spot. And this is a very restful, beautiful campground. And there are a lot of birds. I'd read a comment where somebody was just bird watching here. And I've already seen some cool birds. A royal jay and a woodpecker. And I can hear an owl. So this is home for the night. I'm gonna set up camp right here.